Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Carla's Calorie Crush week 51. We are creeping ever closer to it being 1 year of doing this. I don't like calling it a diet, despite the fact that it plainly is. I don't like calling it a lifestyle because I don't like to think that it's going to be on forever, despite the fact that it plainly should. 1 year of doing this, and I've had a pretty good week again. I think last week's result spurred me on to do okay this week. I still had a few blips. I'm still far from perfect. I wish I could get back to the me that came into this so enthusiastically in the beginning and I was absolutely angelic. I don't recognise that me now because that me's a long time ago. And if I could get her back, maybe the weight would start plummeting off again. But even so, I've definitely been closer to her this week than I was to birthday me. I was debating whether or not to mention this, and I may as well get it out. I've been accused this week of faking my weight loss. I'm not entirely sure if this person thinks I'm just a computer animation genius and this is all CGI, or what. I said to Natalie, how would I fake the scales? And she said, well, I suppose you could weigh yourself down 1 week so that you'd have a gain, you know, like put stones in your pockets and then take them out. And I suppose I could, but I weigh naked, and there's no way of proving that to you guys because nobody needs to see that. Suffice to say that I don't have the time, the inclination, or the technical know-how to fake my weight loss, and also that I was as surprised as everybody else with the 4.5 pounds last week. Absolutely stunned. I can only assume that the £3 gain the week before was kind of water weight from eating badly, salt retention, all the usual things, and being due on, and therefore the £4.5 balances it out. So yeah, just as surprised as everybody else, but you know, thank you for the delightful level of mistrust. That's always nice. I made a curry this week for another video, which you may have seen, and that made me realise just how much my personal preferences and choices can be a stumbling block when it comes to eating healthily. So I was brought up in a very bland flavours. I don't quite know how to describe it, but you know what I mean? It was a meat and 2 veg household. My mum can't stand anything that even has, what we laugh at her not even liking a flavour, let alone a spice, you know. If it's got a flavour, she avoids it. So I was brought up on an incredibly bland diet, and therefore it's taken me almost all my adult life to even get to the point now where I'm brave enough to try new things. And I tend to be better at trying new things if I don't know what I'm trying. If you say to me, try this, and don't tell me what it is, I'm better than if you tell me what it is, because I've been brought up with that fear of flavour. And so making a curry was a step forward for me, and I was worried, you know, about the spice levels, and so I left the spices out. And then I thought, I like korma best. And I think what that made me realise is that the calories in a korma come from the things you add, like the coconut milk and the desiccated coconut. That bumped up the calories in my korma from, I'm not sure where I wrote it down. It added an extra 600 or something calories to the entire dish. Now, it was quite a large dish, and it did 4 portions. That's not a huge issue, but it made me realise that it increased the calories of each portion by 150. That's quite a jump. So if I can wean myself away from liking that sweetness of the coconut and so on and so forth, I will find life a lot easier. I could have had a much lower calorie curry. I could have had a much lower calorie curry if I hadn't gone for the sweet thing. And I've got a terrible sweet tooth, and I've no idea. I've had that all my life. I think that is something that you can change. I think somebody said in the comments that, you know, that they had cured themselves of their sweet tooth, but I can't remember who or what they said. So if that was you and you can remember what you said, do let me know how you cured your sweet tooth, because although I do crave salty snacks occasionally, I almost always lean towards sweeter stuff. So yeah, that made me, I enjoyed cooking that from scratch. That was something different, and I enjoyed doing it, but it made me realise that even though the recipe that was sent to me for that was quite a healthy recipe, I unhealthied it by adding the things that I like that. So that's something to learn from, at least. Aside from that, a fairly good week on the food diary. Quite a lot of salad. It's been warmer. It's been wet and warm, hasn't it? It's been funny weather. But yes, so I've had quite a lot of salad and not found the carb cravings. So I'm fairly sure that's hormonal. The carb cravings, I'm sure that's hormonal, because when the time of the month was out of the way, the carb cravings just went, no problem. So I will be ready for that next time, I hope. Have a look at the food diary. You can see how the week went. And I'll be back in a second after I've hopped on the scales. Just in case you haven't realised, I weigh in the morning and record this video later in the day, which is why I say I'm going to go and hop on the scales, but actually I don't actually leave the room. Monday breakfast: egg, bacon, sausage, beans, hash browns. As we'd had a late breakfast, I didn't have lunch on Monday. Evening meal was a hen party burger at the local pub, 1,341 calories. Breakfast on whatever day it is. Tuesday, porridge, banana and choc shop. Lunch on Tuesday is an M&S mozzarella and pesto pizza, which I've burnt to a crisp because I forgot while I was doing something else. Oh well. Evening meal on Tuesday, I looked at the clock then as if the clock was going to tell me, is homemade chicken curry with rice and a mini naan bread. Pudding: 226 grams of strawberries with a Muller coconut yogurt and some coconut choc shop. Wednesday breakfast, I've got 200 grams of melon, 100 grams of grapes under there, 100 grams of yogurt and some choc shop. I definitely filmed my lunch, but I can't find the clip. I had a ham and cheese wrap, which I made at home, and I had it with salad. 592 calories. Evening meal on Wednesday, I have got a ready-made Bannister's jacket potato. I've got a side salad, which is little gem lettuce, grated carrot, and some tomato. And then this, which doesn't look very appetising but tastes amazing, is leftover chicken curry from yesterday with added Crucial's mint and yogurt sauce mixed in to make it into a cold jacket potato topping. It tastes really good. Breakfast on Thursday, I've got a medium banana under there, 150 grams of melon, 100 grams of yogurt and some choc shop. Thursday lunch: fish, chips and mushy peas. Friday breakfast, for which the footage is missing again, was porridge, banana and choc shot. Lunch on Friday, I've got 2 pieces of crustless toast with beans on top, and then I've got some melon to pick on for afters. Evening meal on Friday, I have got a rump steak. I've got onions and mushrooms, which were just in the pan with the steak, so I've only used like low-calorie spray on those rather than any oil, and they've cooked in the steak juices. And then I've got little gem lettuce, tomato and cucumber, grated carrot and 30 grams of mayonnaise. Saturday breakfast, I've got 2 egg omelette, and in there is a grated carrot, some mushrooms, a couple of pieces of ham and a little packet of cathedral cheese nibbles. I don't think I put anything else in. That's about it. Oh, and I've got some tomato ketchup in case it's horrible to help it go down. Lunch. It's about 3 o'clock, so it's a late lunch. It's a Greggs sausage roll. It's about 329 calories, I think it said. I also had 2 rice cakes earlier on and a packet of Pom Bears. Evening meal on Saturday, I've got a massive ready-made salad, floret salad thing, with 44 grams of mayonnaise and a chicken leg and some onion bits. My pudding has been weighed out by Natalie. Apparently that's 156 grams of strawberries and a pineapple. Sunday breakfast. I've got 2 sausages today, but no hash brown because they weren't ready. 2 eggs, bacon, beans and a little bit of the potato stuff. Sunday lunch was a pub roast, beef, pork, cauliflower, carrots, a small Yorkshire stuffing and a roast potato. Last week's scale reading was 288.5 pounds. It's Monday, it's scales time. It is 286.4, which I round up to 286.5, meaning a loss of £2. £2 off, quite happy with that. Reasonably confident through the week that was going to be working okay. I did have another look at my calorie levels, and due to the slightly increased activity that I do now, because of going to the gym a couple of times, even though I'm not exactly, Miss Universe, I'm still moving more than I was before, and actually that would allow me to increase my calories rather than decrease, but I'm not doing that. I'm still happy on the 2,000 for now. It means that I can put 2 more of my little, whatever we decided these are, balloons onto my board. Total weight loss so far, 6 stone, 9.5 pounds. I am pleased with that. That is the lowest I have got to throughout this entire thing. I was looking on my NutriCheck tracker thing. There's a page on NutriCheck where you can look at your progress and how you go on. And I was looking back through it, looking to find where the lowest point was, and realised that at some point in March I actually made a mistake inputting my results and gave myself an extra stone, but I did take it off the following week. So I typed in 22 stone 12.5 instead of 21 stone 12.5, because I was looking at my bar chart and thinking, why isn't that a leap in the middle? It's because I told NutriCheck I'd gained a stone when I hadn't. But yes, so total weight loss so far, 6 stone 9.5 pounds, and this is the lowest weight that I have been since I started this. The previous lowest weight, do you remember last week I wasn't quite sure whether I was at my lowest, and I was, and another 2 pounds makes it a bit lower still. So it's going okay, and I feel like I've got a little bit more of drive and determination back now that my birthday's out of the way. I think I built that up in my mind to be, that's when I'm going to fail, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going okay, and I'm glad for you guys that all of yours are going okay. I'm getting some very encouraging messages saying how you guys are doing as well. So well done to all of you who are doing well, and to those of you who are struggling. We all struggle. You know, you're not failing. I think I get a couple of messages from people who say, oh, you know, I can't do it. You can do it. I don't know when. I couldn't do it for years. For years and years I tried and failed. I started a diet every Monday for God knows how long. I started fresh at Slimming World God knows how many times. I don't know why it clicked when it did, and I don't know when it'll click for you, but I know it will. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry if this one's been a bit scrambled. My brain is a little bit all over the place at the moment. I'm dealing with some stuff, but it's okay. And I'll be back next week with Carla's Calorie Crush, and it'll be week 52. It'll be a year. So I think it might have been Storl who said, do we all get cake when it's been a year? Yeah, I'll send you all a cake. I will not be sending you all a cake. But also, please don't send me a cake. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week, and take care. Bye for now.